Was Gucci YouTube? It's your boy Black Uchiha. 3 long face, skinny body. Got on the great why comes to working on that part. You already know we back with some more fire boys on anime, manga, content. Now before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash that like button, share the video with your friends. We almost at 600 as of the recording of this video. Now as of the upload, who knows, niggas might already be at 800 or something, you feel me? But still, like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends, and let's get right to the business, you feel me?
時代は終わる
solemnly swear, from this moment forward, that I will never lose again. Until the day comes, I will never be defeated.
We got another discussion for Boruto chapter 54 that is just slowly making its time towards us, you know, as the days go by. And still, of course, endless topics to talk about with a whole lot of shit that's just been going down. Now, mind you guys, there's a whole lot of things that I want to relay, a whole lot of messages and information I want to relay to you guys, but I can't just do that on this video because you already know, based on the thumbnail, based on the title, who this video is about. It's about my nigga Sasuke, right? So I'm not finna take the attention off of Sasuke. That's just something that me and Kishimoto have in common. That in terms of Kishimoto and how he's treating Sasuke, like not taking attention off of Sasuke, yes, that's one thing that he's definitely not doing. Right now, sidelining this nigga and having all the attention on him in a negative way is a whole nother topic for itself. But still, overall, chapter 54 Boruto is very highly anticipated, and I'm here to talk about today is basically the potential of Sasuke having his Rinnegan powers officially gone permanently, or is this just like a temporary setback for a major ass comeback, you feel me? Now let's just get it out, like out the way. Do I think Sasuke, first of all, one, lost his Rinnegan? We have to answer that, right? Second, we have to answer whether he lost his Rinnegan or not, you know what I'm saying? Is there a way, if he lost his Rinnegan, to get it back? And two, or how did he somehow prevent his Rinnegan from being taken away too, if he hasn't lost his Rinnegan? And then three, what the fuck, like, what's going on with my guy Sasuke moving forward? Because this like isn't gonna be like, he's definitely not gonna be the same. He's either gonna be, which most likely will be the case, he's definitely gonna be drastically weaker after these events take down, most likely in the next couple of chapters. So not just chapter 54, but most likely definitely chapter 55, 56. He's gonna either be weaker,
So much pain! So much pain!
substantially weaker, the same, or like most definitely stronger, right? Because Naruto and Sasuke have always been paralleling each other from the start of the show, from Naruto part 1 to Naruto Shippuden, right? You know what I'm saying? Whenever something happens in Naruto, he gets a major kill, he gets a major power up, he gets a major defeat. Somewhere along those lines, within the same gray area, we see Sasuke gets a major kill, he gets a major power up, he gets a major defeat. So what's to say, like, in the Boruto era, we see them, you know what I'm saying, straying away from that path, especially now that my son Kishimoto is back. And let's not play, Sasuke was his favorite Naruto character to this fucking day. Like, come on, bro, like, let's not even front stop the cap, right? So my only thing is that, bro, I don't see a scenario where Sasuke would just be left in, you know what I'm saying, in the middle waters, whereas everything is going to be the same. Now, I know I'm a huge ass Sasuke fan, but I would not be completely upset with the show if they were to take away his Rinnegan's powers. And here's why it would be able, because they're gonna have to find some type of compensation. Now I see people saying like, well, shit, you see Kakashi losing his Rinnegan all of a sudden, using his Sharingan, you know, all of a sudden, in a lot of arguments, he's become stronger definitely than he was in the 4th grade ninja war. You know, he's able to create purple lightning, all of this extra shit. He still has the 1,000 jutsus that he learned when he had the Sharingan. It's just that difference is now he doesn't have the eye. He can focus all of his chakra on actually reserving his shit. And we know one of the major issues with this nigga Sasuke, anime and manga, is like, is this man chakra pool reserves? Because it's like he's up there with the big dogs, and it's like, it's low-key disrespectful, but at the same time, you gotta imagine how much respect this nigga Sasuke name deserves. Now I'm gonna put it in a way to look at it like this, right? This man's always out of chakra, but that's because like he has pushed his powers and latent abilities so far that his physical body can no longer keep up to the potential that he actually has. So that is why Sasuke is always out of chakra, you know what I'm saying? It's some bullshit, but hey, let's just ride with it. Anyways, this man Sasuke's chakra pool reserves is definitely a crucial problem, and we also understand, dated back, and it was established far back that Sasuke's Rinnegan, basically how his abilities work. Now we also know, yeah, he has the 6 paths original Rinnegan abilities. On top of that, you know, because of the special 6 paths Tomoe that whole Hagoromo was also able to bless this nigga Sasuke with, you know what I'm saying, he could do space-time ninjutsu, he could do the Amatakakara jutsu where he just switches places on anything, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that, and he be able to decipher anything, and he can see chakra as a color in a much more clear sense than he was able to with just his Mangekyo. Sharingan now, all of these abilities that Sasuke had, it came with a fat ass price. Like, this man basically couldn't space-time ninjutsu travel without taking a risk of like running damn near half of his chakra just going on one trip alone. So imagine the multiple trips that this wandering ninja has been taking. We probably wonder why Sasuke is always out of the village. Maybe half of the time this nigga's resting, and like the other 2% of the time he's actually working and shit like that, right? Because you can see how much of a downfall the Rinnegan has on him. Is like, you see the trade-off for all of these amazing ass abilities and powers. Now, I'm not so sure as to say, you know, due to the Rinnegan itself, Sasuke is able to have that potential strength output, you know what I'm saying? Because we also know this nigga's able to coat his body in lightning. He's able to match Naruto's speed, you know what I'm saying? He's able to punch niggas shits and, you know what I'm saying, go tit for tat. And all of this isn't because of the Rinnegan. That's just Sasuke's natural Uchiha bloodline running through and coursing through his motherfucking veins. So stop playing with my nigga, right? But taking away his Rinnegan would be something that, in my personal opinion, would drastically still, despite that fact, take his power down. Because like, you see how crucial space-time travel has become, especially in the Boruto era. So that is already gone, right? Boom. He can't switch places, and we seen how much that shit has saved his life. Is he like, let fuck this versus Ishiki fight, saving Kawaki's life, you know what I'm saying, installing that shit. Let's go even as far as back to Naruto Sasuke versus Jigen, bro. Like, we see how handy dandy that switching ability comes in. Even as far as Naruto Sasuke versus Momoshiki, the switching ability was one of the crucial and key turning points into automatically deciding to fight. Now, taking away the Rinnegan abilities, I do see a potential, you know what I'm saying, for Sasuke's overall arsenal to be opening up and expanded upon. Basically not saying like open up, but like just go back into his bag and dig deep into the shit that he was already pulling out in Shippuden, you know what I'm saying? Whip out that full body Susanoo, do a little something with it, you know what I'm saying? He still has the Amaterasu, he still has absolute 100% flame controls over his Amaterasu. It's just that the fact that if this Rinnegan is actually gone, you know, there's going to be a whole lot of other scenarios that we're going to have to be looking at in that matter. Now, let's just go with the fact that the Sasuke's Rinnegan isn't gone, and then I'm going to tell y'all ultimately at the end of the video what I most likely think will occur. Now, if his Rinnegan isn't gone, it will be most likely, I'm going to say, like, I see a whole lot of people talking about some Izanagi. Sasuke has all of these different things he can whip out his sleeve, but I'm not so sure Sasuke would be that quick to give up his Sharingan. Like, I mean, like, a Sharingan for a Rinnegan, I understand, like, basically talking like, yeah, what are you doing? Are you stupid? But then you gotta talk like, all right, Sasuke Sharingan or a motherfucking Rinnegan. Like, okay, Sasuke's Rinnegan's cool. But like I said, you know, the downfall with all of that chakra and shit like that, basically, if you're not Naruto Uzumaki, you might as well don't be playing around with that type of fucking power and shit like that. You know, Sasuke's Sharingan is Itachi Sharingan and then some. Like, come on, bro, let's not play these games, bro. So, like, I wouldn't be too quick to give up my Sharingan via Izanagi just to get my Rinnegan back so I could be double out of chakra, you know, some stupid shit. Like, now I only have a Rinnegan and no chakra. Like, before I had a Rinnegan, no chakra, but at least I had a full body, you know what I'm saying, Susanoo, Amaterasu, all of that shit. Now, he might still be able to use the Susanoo and shit, but like, without the Sharingan, let's definitely not even go that route. So I don't see Sasuke doing Izanagi, basically trading out his eyes. Now, they might be able to pull some bullshit out the bag, but I definitely don't see him going that way. Rather, as, you know what I'm saying, they might, like, this might just say, like, they might not have the damage to Sasuke's eye be as critical as we assume, because up until this point, we don't know exactly the state. We just know, like, yeah, this nigga got stabbed in the eye. We understand that shit is very crucial. That shit is very hefty. We understand how eyeballs be going in Naruto and Naruto Shippuden and shit like that. But it has not been clearly cutthroat and stated that this nigga Sasuke has officially lost his Rinnegan. His Rinnegan is gone. Everybody's shocked, more so for the fact that this nigga Boruto, aka Borusuke, just did this shit out of nowhere, and now we're gonna have to start focusing on the repercussions soon thereafter. Sasuke, like, ultimately not losing his Rinnegan in a situation where maybe the damage, like I said, dealt wasn't that fatal, but then that would be like a what the fuck on Momoshiki's part, because it's like, it's obvious, like, this nigga woke up, he analyzed the entire situation. All right, the strongest motherfucker in this bitch, Ishiki, is definitely finna die. All right, that's cool, G. Naruto, yeah, that nigga would probably punch my shit in, but look at him. All right, fuck that nigga shit. Sasuke, where the fuck is that nigga eye at? Like, it's over him. Take that nigga shit out, right? Now, they can't just automatically open up the next chapter. This nigga missed my vitals, and then Sasuke do a Rinnegan fucking jutsu or some shit. So I don't really see that happening. Very tough scenario to have Sasuke keep his Rinnegan and Sharingan based off of this situation. So if he's definitely gonna keep the Rinnegan, like I said, bro, they might do something with him doing a trade-off with the Sharingan for a Rinnegan, even though that's not something I want. And then ultimately, last but not least, they can also tie in basically with the parallels, like I spoke earlier in the videos, with Naruto getting a weird power-up, Sasuke getting a weird power-up, Naruto facing almost defeat, Sasuke facing almost defeat. Now they both have been facing almost defeat for the last 50 plus chapters. I'm capping, but Ishiki has been whooping these niggas around for a little bit, right? And Naruto, we see his son-related power-up ties into basically his character, you know what I'm saying? The sun and moon, Naruto, Sasuke, you know what I'm saying? Sage the six pass, we finna steal these motherfucking Otsutsuki's and shit like that. Now we gotta see some special type of moon shit related to Sasuke's power. A lot of people was doing some cheesy shit, even though I was low-key on that cheesy shit, like, hey, I want to see humanoid Susanoo, but tapping back into reality, most likely, definitely likely, not even 99.9, 100% won't be the case of Sasuke getting a humanoid Susanoo. I can see Kishimoto playing something, because at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, we can say, okay, yes, Sasuke's Rinnegan was extremely special. He had the 6 tomos, but just all that like hype for the Rinnegan throughout the series, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. And then we see Sasuke first time ever, you know what I'm saying? We seen the Rinne Sharingan 9 tomos. First time ever we seen a Rinnegan with 6 tomos. It was just like, well, shit, is his like a incomplete god? I don't know, like what's going on with this nigga Sasuke's eye? We first seen it in the 4th grade Ninja War, you know what I'm saying? And for me, even though this could be like Loki them pulling something out their ass, they can make it work if they write it right? So it can explain basically, all right, we understand this man Sasuke has a Rinnegan, 6 pass, you know what I'm paying, all that shit like that. And then on top of that, he has 6 tomo on top of his Rinnegan. So what if those 6 tomos represented 6 more Rinnegan abilities that maybe just Sasuke hasn't been able to tap into yet? Or maybe somewhere along the lines of a relatable ability of rewinding time, or not even just rewinding time on some Ishiki shit, or drinking shit on some Ishiki shit, but just basically, you know what I'm saying, altering the damage or the fatal wound blow similar to Izanagi, but not as dangerous or maybe as effective as Izanagi. Now, with all of that being said, if Sasuke loses his Rinnegan, if he doesn't lose his Rinnegan, I most likely think this nigga shit is gone, like, at least, I'm gonna say at least temporary, but yeah, we not gonna see that shit again until after this fight is over and we have a clear-cut like definition of what's going on, because I definitely see next chapter being focused on starting off, oh shit, the nigga Sasuke got stabbed in the eye. Then they're gonna write that shit off like, yo, what the fuck is going down with this nigga Borushiki? You know what I'm saying? Obviously Sasuke will be a focal point in the chapter, but they will not be mentioning, or probably most likely not even talking about his eye, rather than focusing on like getting Boruto and his shit under control and having that whole shit figured out, you know, because I feel like they might address the situation at similar times. Well, Naruto, what's the current state with you and Kurama? Like, what's going on? Y'all niggas showed all that power. Like, what the fuck going down? And Sasuke, that nigga Boruto said, yeah, I got to your eyeball. Like, are you Gucci? Can you, how many fingers am I holding up? You know, my shit like that. So they're going to have to definitely wait till after the battle. And I could definitely see a scenario where Sasuke most likely won't get his Rinnegan back, but the trade-off might be at a much greater expense, meaning that he might get some type of moon-related power-up, some type of weird-ass power-up that ultimately will symbolize, because we can see the same thing for Naruto, his last effort put into the new generation, you know what I'm saying? Boruto was able to witness, and even Kabuki for at least a little bit was able to witness Naruto's new sun power, his basically work that he put in against this nigga Ishiki and shit like that, and have some type of impact on them. Now we got the next greatest shinobi in the era, basically having Naruto and Sasuke running around, these little kids going around in East Shinobi Village like, yeah, we Gucci, we got Naruto, you know what I'm saying? And then the weird emo black Air Force wearing ass kids like, we got Sasuke, Team Sasuke, you know what I'm saying? Now they finna hear word, well, shit, Naruto and Sasuke, they did some crazy shit. They both did a crazy ass sacrifice in order to basically, you know what I'm saying, have the better for the future of the world. Naruto going into that Baryon mode, now he has his consequences. Not as strong as he was, you know what I'm saying? Definitely not regular Gonin, but we can have a couple of Kage level shinobi swap hands with Naruto now, and he's actually gonna have to put in effort to beat these niggas, you know what I'm saying? It's not just gonna be on some shit like, all right, just bring me like some Sasuke's I need to fight to get like some blood pumping and shit like that. Nah, Naruto's gonna have to have a run for his money versus the Rock Lees versus the Garas and shit like that, and I feel like that's what we're gonna see with this nigga Sasuke, even though it's already been clear as day. But in terms of Sasuke, he still has this opportunity to leave his impact into the new generation. And because right now he hasn't done that shit at fucking all, you know what I'm saying? It's like, the nigga Sasuke, the only ninja that could rival Naruto. And it's like, yeah, well, what happened? I heard Naruto, you know what I'm saying? He used this new power, ended up defeating the gods, you know what I'm saying, last minute. What was this nigga Sasuke? Nigga Sasuke was like, yeah, his eye was gone. This shit was punctured. He couldn't do nothing. Nah, they not gonna do my son like that. At that, they're not gonna leave it basically at that. I'm still looking forward to chapter 54 and see the things that basically relate, so we'll be able to understand more, like definitely, especially what's going on with this nigga Sasuke's Rinnegan, and if his basically eye being gone is a temporary effect or a permanent effect. Well, it's your boy Black Child 3 long face skinny body boy till chapter 54. Definitely looking forward to it. A little over 2 weeks until we get the official chapter, and you already know what's going down with the anime. Like I'm purposely not even trying to mention anything that deals with voice or anime, just for the mere fact that I don't want this to be a 45-minute video, bro. It's your boy Black Child 3 little face skinny body. Gotta agree. Why? Cause I'm still working on that part. I'm gonna go outside, swing my Zoro Wado Ichimoji sword around a little bit, see what motherfuckers say. So until then, holla at you, bro. I'm gonna holla at y'all another day. Black Child, yes sir.
Hey, can we take a trip to the sky? Show them that our limit's too high.
Cocoa butter hips on the west side. She said